playoffs in one word.
Gosh, one word?
I can't believe we put that into one word. Can't do that in one word. Playoffs? That gives you chills.
The playoffs mean everything.
Exciting.
Crazy. Electric. Intense. Physical. Fierce. The grind. Desperation. Sacrifice. Fearless.
It's war.
Passion. Best time of your life.
It's as good as it gets.
How close have you come to the cup? I haven't been in the playoffs yet.
Literally about as close as you.
We haven't made the playoffs yet, but I want to win the Stanley Cup so bad, so it's coming.
Not close at all. First round exit every 3 years around.
Just to the second round, Game 7.
Unfortunately, we lost in Game 7 to go to the conference finals. That was a tough one there.
I lost in the conference finals.
We came 3 times really close, but none of them worked out well.
I lost in the Stanley Cup finals.
Close. Really close. 3 wins close.
Really close, and still after 2 or 3 years in my head.
I've been 1 game away from winning the Stanley Cup.
Not close enough.
Pretty close.
But close isn't good enough.
As close as it gets. Gone all the way. All the way.
Gotten pretty close to the cup. I'm Stanley Cup champion. I hold the cup, drink with the cup, everything with the cup.
I've kissed the cup. It's the coolest thing in the world.
Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the Twitch TV studios. My name is Colin Spence. I'll be joined alongside Bob Sutherland in just a moment as we get ready to send it to Colorado. It's the Dallas Stars, it's the Colorado Avalanche, and Bob, where do I even start, my friend? I know you don't do a lot of the pregame show, but talk to me a little bit about what we can expect here between the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. Well, Colin, I mean, you know, I'm dusting off the old boots here out of the commentary booth and back into the analyst side of things. But basically, what you could expect here is 2 hard teams battling it out. I see this game going 7 series. I know you and Megan might have picked something else, but I see this game going 7 series or 7 games, excuse me. And I really do think that, out of all the first round matchups, this is the one that I'm most excited to do, but I'm also, it's the one that I'm also upset to do too. And that being said, it's because this series has just been so good. Both of these teams are such good playoff teams that they need to stay into the playoffs. They need to be here. And we're going to lose one of them. And it's not going to be good. And I don't know, man. It is a tough series to commentate because it's so good. But one of these teams will be heading home. Yeah, I agree with you, Bob. But it's a tough one, man. It is a tough one to talk about. But what we can talk about is the Dallas frickin' Stars. They have been very good. Colorado is a very good hockey team. But Dallas has found a way. Jake Ottinger has played very, very well in his first 2 games of the Stanley Cup playoffs, coming in on games 2 and 3. They remain in the mountains in Colorado for game 4. Dallas could take this home and get a stranglehold on the series, or Colorado, the dog, Nathan McKinnon, Val Nichushkin can take this game over and tie the series up at 2. It'll be interesting, and we will see you down in Ball Arena in just a matter of moments. Enjoy the game, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Colorado Ball Arena in Denver. As the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche take each other on for a Game 4 matchup in this Round 1 series. Myself, Bob Sutherland, ringside. Wyatt Johnson lines up against Nathan McKinnon, and we are underway with a Dallas face-off win. If you're not watching on TV, Dallas is shooting left to right on your radio dial. And here comes Nathan McKinnon quickly across to Natchez, and that puck doesn't get on net. And the Avs are going in their home burgundies with the blue outside stripes, going right to left on your radio dial. Wyatt Johnson takes a hit along the wall. Nelson will feed it up over to Makar, and it's played back onto the stick here of Heiskanen. Tried to feed it up over to Robertson. Nate just takes a bump, and now Heiskanen is back on the puck, and we'll rim it around the corner. Starting goaltenders in tonight's game, brought to you by Folgers. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. I don't know why Series is talking right now. Let's shut her up. Don't know why she was talking, but that is what our starting goaltenders are brought to you by. Here's Marty Natchez, and a good shot. Stopped there by the starting goaltender of the Dallas Stars, Jake Ottinger. First shot on goal is brought to you by Tim Hortons, and 100% of the donations to the Smile Cookies start on April 27th. Here's Jamie Benn out in front to Duchesne, broken up. So Ottinger is the starting goaltender for Dallas. Here comes Natchez again, trying to get a shot on him. Can, as Labushkin was there. And at the other side of the arena is Mackenzie Blackwood for the Colorado Avalanche. Here's Duchesne getting his first shot on Blackwood as he'll cover it up and get a whistle. 13:40 into the first period. Seguin will line up against Waugh. Seguin with a huge facial upwind against Wires. Lindell with a shot and doesn't get through. Seguin does a good job of getting to that puck first. Here's Lindell, fires a shot in it. Went off of a body and sent down the ice for Colorado. No icing as they see Brindley beat Labushkin to the puck. Nice to see Brindley back in the lineup for Colorado. He took an injury in Game 1. As there's a big collision down in the corner, and it's sent back down into Colorado ice. So nice to see Gavin Brindley back in the lineup for the Avs. Manson takes a hit. Now it's onto the stick here of Parker Kelly. Across the wall with a shot and a steered aside stick stop there by Ottinger. Great forecheck there by Kelly. Down low, Lindell was there to intercept it for Dallas, and Michael Bunting has the puck now for the Stars. Turned aside there is Lundqvist, as now it's onto the stick of Bastian, who will dump it in. And this fourth line for the Dallas Stars, Michael Bunting, Bastian, have been so good of getting pucks deep on Colorado. Here's Kadri to Landeskog in, and that puck just slid across. Here he is again with a shot. Steered aside there by Ottinger and sent all the way down to Colorado's zone. That will just slide right by Blackwood. Burns finds Lehkonen, and it's onto the stick here at Gabriel Landeskog. Hit there by Radek Fasta, and Ernie tries to get a stick on his man, can't. Great work there by Landeskog, but he's intercepted by the two Dallas Stars defenders. Steele plays up over to Thomas Harley. He will work his way in. He's been a beast all series long. Feeds in the middle of the Fasca. Broken up there. Now Duchesne is on the puck. Nelson took a big hit right at the Stars' blue line. Duchesne to Harley, and he finds some open ice, feeding it onto the stick there. Rope Hintz. 6 minutes to go. Nice move by Hintz, and a good stop there by Blackwood. Shots are 3-2 in favor of Colorado here in this first period.
Longest both of these two teams have went under 5 shots in the first period. Kind of crazy that the other 3 games, each team had more than 5 to 10 shots.
As there's Dallas's third shot, stopped there by Blackwood. 4:38 to go. 3 apiece as we take a look at Nate Bastian's work of art here in the physicality department as we step aside. 0-0 here in Colorado in Game 4.
What your word is if you went to veterinary school, but we do. Grads and professionals can save more with TD Insurance. It's how we're making insurance more human.
Who invites a husky guy to an outdoor summer wedding? It's like 100 degrees. And because I sweat a lot, I went to Moore's and got a suit with a special fabric called Chillflex that breathes and keeps me cool. Oh, even in these inhumane conditions. Oh, I'm on fire.
Semaphore.
Semaphore. Semaphore.
Woo! Way to spell, Margot!
You nailed it!
On to the next round, number 8!
Use your phonics!
You spelled the heck out of that word, Margot! Semaphore! Semaphore! Semaphore!
Get your tickets at sjsharks.com. Sharks for life.
Umyatsa! Yeah, what he said!
Hey, boys. Knock it off. Guys, that's it. Now I'm going to have to separate you. Brady, Matthew, I warned you.
Sorry, Mom.
The Hyundai Palisade. Third row penalty box comes standard. Made for those who drive hockey.
Wyatt Johnson lines up against Ross Colton, who remains in the lineup. Just moved down to the fourth line with Logan O'Connor. And here they come, 3-on-1. Connor to Colton. Great back check there by Duchesne. Wyatt Johnson, nice move by him. Trying to gain some separation from the Colorado defenders. Here's Heiskanen. Takes a hit by O'Connor. And one thing that the Colorado Avalanche have done really well is line match against this Rantanen line. Here is Mikko Rantanen. Good work there, but Blackwood comes out to make a great stop. Walking up, Gavin Brindley has a big hit there from the Dallas Stars. It's Tyler Myers. Up onto the stick here of Jason Robertson. Holds the puck, will skate around the net. Waits for reinforcements. Here they come. A tipped in front by Fasca. Was smothered by Blackwood as he holds on. 1:10 to go here in the first period. Let's take a look at Tyler Myers making himself present in Game 4 with a big hit there on the youngster Gavin Brindley.
Yeah, good hit. It's clean. It's not high. It's hard when you're a big body like that. Like, you know, Ty Myers, he's a big boy. He knows he's massive. He's physical too, and that's a youngster in Gavin Brindley where the veteran Myers takes a clean hit on him. No harm, no foul. Playoff hockey hit and play on.
Here's Brindley again this time. It's Fasca now laying the shoulder into him. Here's Steele. Dropping it back to Radek. Fasca shooting, scores!
Radek Fasca's first of the postseason. He can rip it, and he sure did in this shift. It's a great little dish by Steele. And Colorado just backs up way too far. Gives Fasca all the time in the world. And this is a shot off the blocker, off the post of Blackwood. Really good bounce here for the Dallas Stars right there off the stick of Blackwood off the post and in the back of the net. One that Blackwood will probably want back due to positioning-wise in the crease as he's trying to deflect that into the corner call, and he's too far across the net.
Colorado with a shot there on Ottinger, and Roope Hintz will kill the rest of the clock here in the first period. 1-0. The Dallas Stars lead it here in Colorado through 20 minutes of play.
28 days. Purina Dental Life.
Welcome back. We've spent so much time talking about droughts. Remember, no Canadian team has won the Cup since '91. The Oilers lost in the final the past 2 seasons. They lost to the Ducks last night. Series tied 1-1. You see McDavid there. 0 points so far. Left the game briefly. Lower leg injury. Kind of got rolled up. He did wind up returning. But Kretz, this doesn't seem on. Is this, I mean, you're the only person I feel like can answer this question. Is this an athlete pressing?
No, he doesn't press. I mean, he puts a lot of pressure on himself individually and puts a lot of pressure on his teammates, which a good captain does. I just feel right now that he's playing with so much of a sense of urgency and just take a step back, relax. He's played so much hockey this year without two of his best teammates, and Hyman and Leon. Now those guys are back. They're healthy. They're going to give that team a boost. I think they're a deeper team this year than they were last year. And quite honestly, Connor's going to be fine. He'd be the last guy to be worried about. When you're the best player in the game, hopefully he's not banged up too much. But it's playoff hockey. Everybody's going to get banged up. Look at Tkachuk. He played on one leg and won a Stanley Cup. I mean, it's just part of it.
Yeah, my only concern with that was Connor's game is all speed.
Yeah.
His speed is next level, whereas Chucky's speed wasn't really a big factor with the way he plays. He's more down low, holds on.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
But I agree with you. I like Edmonton Oilers, and the fact that Draisaitl is well rested.
Yes.
Having that break was huge for him. He played in the Olympics. I thought a big break for Hyman as well too. Mm-hmm. And I'm not concerned at all. I think McDavid's going to find this.
Oh yeah, he'd be the last guy. Every coach in the NHL right now would like to have him on his team worrying about him. We'll take him.
All right, well, then let's talk about another superstar who's in even more desperate situation, and that's Sidney Crosby with the Pens. They were trying to avoid being swept by the Flyers. Last night, a penalty fest in that game, including one that was called on Crosby for embellishment. It negated a power play chance. In Pittsburgh, absolutely nobody is happy about it.
Did you get any kind of explanation on the dust-up between Sid and Hathaway?
No, they didn't give me much on that. We don't have a single embellishment all year. Sidney Crosby doesn't have an embellishment in 21 seasons. So, sticks in his face. They take both of them. Oh, I disagree on that strongly. And Sid doesn't embellish.
I don't know how I end up with embellishment. Yeah, it's hard to understand, but you gotta play through that. There's not much room for error when you're in this position. That's reality. But I think the fact is we gotta win a game. That's gotta be our focus. Can't grab 3 on Saturday.
That fan looking at him in the box. It's incredible. But Gretz, what did you make of this? What do you think of just how Pittsburgh is engaging with the Flyers?
Well, let me say this first of all. I think the coach summed it up best. Crosby's been a class act in the National Hockey League, and the city of Pittsburgh, they're obviously very proud of him. He doesn't embellish. I think the referees might have overreacted on that call last night, but hey, it is what it is. As far as Pittsburgh goes, Philadelphia wants to play that scrappy game. What'd you call it?
Scumbag hockey.
Okay. They want to play that
physical.
I can't. I like it too much. The sign man will have words for us. But Pittsburgh's got to play whistle to whistle. Once the goalie makes a save, you get your butt, get lined up at the face-off circle, and say, "Okay, we're going to keep coming at you." You can't get into those fisticuffs, because that slows the game down, and Pittsburgh needs to play a high-tempo game.
How long is it?
Gotta love when Wayne Gretzky talks shop with the TNT panel. He is just, well, he's God in most young kids, and including myself. And I'm going to speak for Bob, but I'll let him speak for himself here at the start of the second period as Colorado starts down in the Dallas Stars zone with a couple of chances on Jake Ottinger.
Yeah, Gretzky's he's amazing. I love listening to him talk, and I agree. I don't think Crosby embellished IRL at all.
Here's Heiskanen in, and a good chance there for the Stars. No shot. Now here comes Nathan MacKinnon. Makes a move, drops it back. Here's Taves in. Grade A chance. Stopped there by Ottinger again.
Good work there by MacKinnon to gain separation from the D. Penetrate the Star zone, and here he comes back again.
Drops it to his defenseman partner. Here's Nelson in, and that one just got a piece there of Ottinger. Back up top, a shot blocked there by Robertson. As here's MacKinnon scores! We've been waiting for it. It's now happened. Nathan MacKinnon has his first goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Well, you can sense it in this shift. He's the one that starts all of this. And then that shot goes off a body, and he beats Myers to the loose puck, jumps all over it, spins and fires up over the glove of Onger, who I guess just wasn't ready for it.
So the Colorado Avalanche get this building to become alive again, as here's Ilya Labushkin with a shot. That hit off of Devon Taves' right ankle. That looked like it hurt, as there's Jamie Benn. Another massive hit for him. Now he comes in. Nice move. Jamie Benn in with an answered shift. And that is why he is your captain.
Well, Jamie Benn, they get scored on, and then watch this. On the forecheck, sees a loose puck. Boom, there's a hit on Gabriel Landeskog. It's clean. Then he gets the puck on the opposite wall. Cuts in, gets a shot on that.
That line of Ben, Hintz, and Duchesne has been so good for the Dallas Stars all series long. Harley tries to get in for a loose puck. It's broken up there by Colorado. Nice forecheck there by Nick Waugh, who rims it around, but a great pickup there from the youngster Thomas Harley. Rope Hintz plays it onto the stick there of Duchesne. Dallas is changing. Look out, there's Jamie Benn, another big physical play. Ben tries to slide it across. He took a big hit there from Devon Taves as he's slower up to his feet, but we play on. Lundqvist to Bastian. Sends it up the ice here to Tyler Seguin. A little wrist shot stopped there by Blackwood, as it was Brindley who got a piece there of Seguin. Kulak hit by Seguin. Brindley now on the puck. Feeds it over to Waugh. Nick Waugh now in with a shot high. Glove saved by Ottinger. He'll play it out over to Thomas Harley, who sees pressure there from Brindley. And now a turnover. Here's Carvalho with the shot. Saved there by Ottinger again. Here comes Colorado's third line. Poked away there last second, and Lundqvist takes a hit to make a play to Michael Bunting, who stops up, waits for the reinforcements to gather into the zone. Here's a nice pass over to Lindell. Drops it to Bunting. Here's Lundqvist with a shot. Stopped there by Blackwood, and he'll play the puck out. And now here's Colton. What a feed! Ross Colton in! Tripped up, penalty shot coming. A penalty shot for Ross Colton as he was in all alone on Jake Ottinger. And he was tripped up. So now Ross Colton has a chance to give Colorado the lead. He comes down, 1-on-1 on Ottinger. Stopped there by Jake Ottinger.
Really calm save there by Ottinger. Looks like Colton was trying to do something else, maybe changed his mind last second. Good work there by Ottinger.
Baskin now has the puck. He'll play it up over to Heiskanen, who works his way down the ice. Sends the puck along the wall. Steele holds it, kicks it around the back of the cage. 8 minutes to go in the second period. A big hit on Landeskog down in the corner. Earn tried to slide the puck back, no one home for Dallas, so we will go and reset back in the Dallas zone. Myers now runs into Kadri. Plays it up over to Steele, though. Nice move. Steele to Earn. Was looking for the pass back. Couldn't get one. Finds Heiskanen with a shot. It's blocked. Myers is there. Flips one over to Steele. Up top to Heiskanen. Fakes the shot. Now he gets a lane, and a good save there by Blackwood. Burns. Landeskog up the ice to Kadri. Nazem Kadri now. Good move to the inside. Fires a shot. Saved there by Ottinger. Good rebound control there from Jake.
Really good play there by Jake Ottinger. Stays with the puck, finds a way.
There's Robertson now in with a shot, and it's Blackwood with the stop on Jason Robertson. 1-1 as Gabriel Landeskog has taken a few hits on this one. But this right here is what Jared Bednar is concerned about, is Gabriel Landeskog heading down the tunnel. When we return, more hockey.
Hey, let me wear the mask.
No. Hey, Benny. What is it, Nick?
I think I have a splinter.
Splinter, huh? Yeah, we're going to need to take a look at that.
Hockey can be tough.
Hurry up. I gotta get...
In the beginning, we had to make a choice about who we were and what we wanted.
I'm your sugar daddy now.
But what we didn't realize was how far we were willing to go.
I'm trying to do a good thing.
Get back on the ice.
But saving money with Geico is easy. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
We're back here in Ball Arena for some second period action. Dallas leads the series 2-1, but we're locked in at one apiece here at Ball Arena for Game 4 of this first round matchup. Big hit there by Rantanen. Nelson will play it up over to Makar. Makar will wheel it in. A shot saved there by Andre. McKinnon was down low. He'll play it back up to Taves with a shot, and it went wide. Great play there by Natchez as he just threw it on net. McKinnon was backdoor. Good hit there by Wyatt Johnson. There's Nelson out in front, stopped by Ottinger. 3 minutes to go. Rantanen plays it up over to Wyatt Johnson, and he's in. Johnson, backhand shot. He was falling, so it slid across the crease. Good hit there by Jason Robertson, but McKinnon is there to help out. Plays it back onto the stick here, Marty Natchez. Makes a nice move to the inside. A shot stirred aside there by Ottinger. Duchesne with a little strip the puck there from McKinnon, and now here comes Jamie Benn. He stood up there. And now a pass over to Cale Makar. Plays it back over to Logan O'Connor. Shot saved there by Ottinger again. We're down to the final minute of play here, the second period. It's brought to you by the NHL YouTube channel. Find all the highlights and more at the NHL YouTube channel. Here's Colton, big hit, and that will deteriorate the final seconds of play here in the second period. Dallas led after the first period of play, but it is now all squared out one apiece here in Ball Arena.
Since 72, all the way back to Bobby Clark and Moose Dupont and Bob Kelly, Fred Sherrill, all the way back. And then in the 80s, they played a physical game. And the Bruins were the same way. They had the same reputation in the 70s as they do today. They're going to play you hard. They're going to play you physical. Good players better take a hit to make a play, or you're not going to beat that team.
What was the story that you would talk going back to Stanley Cup
It's too long of I'll tell one. I feel like we're picking on talk, and he's up 3-0.
No, this is Flyers hockey. Yeah, the Flyers hockey when he was all over you. You guys are going back and forth.
Quickly, I'll tell it. So, I was killing the penalty game 1 in Philly, and those days it took forever for the referee to blow the whistle. And eventually they had 4 or 5 guys in there and talked. I didn't know Rick at the time. He kept whacking me and hacking me, and I'm looking at the referee blow the whistle. Finally, they blew the whistle, and I turned to him and I said, "Well, you relax." And he said, "Listen, get used to it. Every shift, every period, every game, all 7 games." And I turned to him, I said, "I don't know what series you're playing in, but I only plan on playing 4. I started to laugh. Did he laugh? Everybody in the corner laughed. We got back to the bench, and all the guys were like, "What happened down there?"
That is unbelievable. See, they thought they got talked it. Oh, that's a Flyers mentality.
No, it hasn't changed. They're going to play hard.
Quickly, did you have to remind the group, or was it something you talked about where it's like, boys, we know what they're trying to do here?
We were well coached. We were reminded every single day, playing in Calgary, playing Boston, playing Philly. Those teams were physical. In those days, you drafted players for the style of team you had, because there were smaller ice surfaces in some arenas, right? And so our team, obviously, we were a little bit more offensive and sort of high-flying. And our motto was always play whistle to whistle, and if you don't play, you're not going to get on the ice.
That's good advice for Pittsburgh. Good advice perhaps for Buffalo tonight in Boston. If you're going to play physically, you got to be ready to go. You also got to fuel up. You got to eat before. what are you eating?
Never Hungry League, NHL here.
There you go.
Bread pudding.
This is as we were just about to come on air. What is that?
Little bread pudding.
A little bread pudding.
So good.
Yeah.
Carb loaded.
I've got it down here. I thought it was a birthday cake.
High carbs, low protein.
Need to put on weight, boys. Physical
postseason.
Settle down, Hank. Settle down, Hank.
Looking like the Michelin man over there.
There are those who say the modern world has made us lose touch with places like this. We say that depends on what you're driving.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in Canada on things like credit cards, payday loans, or lines of credit? Are your monthly payments not driving down the balances, even when you pay hundreds each month? Here's the good news. You can do something about your situation right now. You can write off up to 80% or more of your debts, all by using the laws of Canada. All you have to do to see if you qualify is take our short questionnaire. Click the button under this video now to find out how you can reduce your monthly payments. Got a minute? That's all it takes to fill out our assessment. Your case will be transferred to one of our licensed debt relief specialists in your province, and they'll be in touch shortly after, and it's all discreet. Our specialists are licensed by the Government of Canada to negotiate debt relief options with your creditors directly. Bottom line, you won't have to deal with the creditors on your own. They can negotiate a lower total amount owing and reduce your monthly payment by hundreds of dollars with an end date. How much would your life benefit from paying $150 or $200 a month instead of $500? You could have more money for food, gas, or save up for a special vacation or new car. Your money back in your pocket. Sound good? See if you qualify for free. Click the button below to get started today.
Sorry, chat. I have returned. Sorry, chat. I have returned. I have returned. I thought the intermission would keep playing. Sorry. My bad, everyone. My bad. Let's get back into it. It's third period here in Colorado. As we're getting ready to rock and roll. Sorry for that late. Little pause there in the action. We're back. Bob?
Yeah, I thought the intermission report was going to keep playing too.
My bad. Probably should have put on some more commercials or another chit chat. There's a big hit there by Heiskanen. We're just going to put it as there was a nice delay. Here's a lead feed pass to Marty Natchison. Saved there by Onger. And a good chance there for Colorado in the start of this third period. Myers takes a spill. Dallas bench wanted a power play. They're not going to get it. Here's a pass to Patsy's Port. And a good save there, but Onger had the number. Wyatt Johnson now tries to chip it back, and Dallas is kind of on their heels a little bit here in the start of the third.
Yeah, the Colorado Avalanche, this is where the altitude can get to you if you're Dallas. It's the second game in as many days up here in the Rocky Mountains.
Myers, he's been good here in game 4. Very noticeable. A shot. This time it was blocked. Now the dog, Nathan McKinnon, gets hit there by Harley. McKinnon slow to his feet. That's not good. Here comes Hintz now as he tries to work his way through. Duchesne up top. There's a big hit on Duchesne. A shot in front. Stopped there by Blackwood as Ben gives Taves a cross-check as this game starts to beef up a little bit.
Yeah, really good work there by Onger. Makes a couple of really good, nice saves on Colorado. Really good work there by Denver to get in the shooting lanes and find a way into Onger, but another great stop by Jake.
As it's played over to Brindley. Harley now has the puck. Will send it up the ice to Rope Hintz. Makes a move. Holds. Now he drives to the net. Nice move. Here's a chance for Lyubushkin with a shot. Stop there by Blackwood as he will hold on and get a whistle for his team here with 12:43 to go.
Jake Onger, so noticeable in previous series where the Dallas Stars need to go on a run or two, and he's been very noticeable since coming into this series from injury.
Harley with a shot. It got tipped, deflected wide, and these are one of those games where, Bob, it just kind of sends that one little bounce. Is going to go the odd. Is going to go the odd way for one of these teams. It's going to end up in the back of their net. It's just so tight. The margins are so thin when you get to games 4+ in a series. Here's Lyubushkin working his way in. A big hit down low, and now a power play coming for Colorado.
Well, the other thing is the margins are so thin. But look at this lane drive, and then he just hits the wrong person. And you just can't take penalties in such a tight game like one of these ones. Colorado power play, 2 for 3 in the series. Let's see if they can get something done here to get a lead.
Face-off won there by the Stars as Myers will rim it around the wall, and it'll go down to Blackwood, who will flip it up the net. Rope Hintz on the ice with Sam Steele. Tyler Myers, big collision there along the wall. Here's McKinnon, scores! Nathan McKinnon doubles down, and the Colorado Avalanche have their first lead here in game number 4.
Great work there by Colorado. Good power play. That's great puck work by the Avs. And then this is one that Jake Onger's probably going to want back. McKinnon takes a bump by Steele as he's falling. There's a shot that goes right off, right past the glove hand of Jake Onger. And for the commentators' curse, they've been talking about how good Jake Onger has been. And then he lets in a tough one here in the third.
So now this building is fired up here in Denver as the Avs have their first lead of game number 4. But here comes Mikko Rantanen, the former Colorado Avalanche member. And it's O'Connor. Lays it up to Cale Makar. He will work his way in. Great work there by Dallas to go two-man on Makar and not let him get anywhere. Here's Wyatt Johnson now trying to work his way inside the blue, but he couldn't. And now Colorado, will dump it deep. Harley plays it up over to Jason Robertson. He's the guy you want the puck on his stick, the goal scorer for Dallas. Chips it back to Lyubushkin. On to Robertson. Fires a slap shot saved there by Blackwood.
Puck was bouncing all over the net there.
Here's a 2-on-1 for Colorado as a shot steered aside there by Ottinger again. Game 5 in Dallas on Wednesday night. Lindell finds Michael Bunting. Nice move by Bunting and a great save by Blackwood as he will hold on. 6:19 to go here in the third period. Dallas trails by 1 now as Mackenzie Blackwood shuts the door on Michael Bunting. You're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs here on Flow Hockey and Twitch TV.
It's easy to order custom goalie gear on MyBauer. It gets delivered right to your local retailer with your specs, so you can become the player you've always dreamed of.
Vasilevsky, where's my steak and cheese? Come on, get your head in the game! God damn it!
So third period, Colorado has their first third period lead of this game and of the series. Ridley now works his way in, feeds it onto the stinker. Parker Kelly in with a backhand. Steered aside there by Ottinger. Crowd getting really into this hockey game now, folks. There's a shot saved there by Ottinger. The puck's on the line. They can't get it. It was loose. Great work there by the Stars. 4:45 to go here in game number 4. Colorado leads it 2-1. Here's a turnover. Bunting's been good here in the final minutes of play. Bunting into the slot, was trying to find Duchesne and got broken up by a stick. Heiskanen steps in on Waugh. 3:30 to go here in regulation. Colorado will whip it up the wall, and now Miro Heiskanen has it for the Stars. He will wind it up. Plays it up over to Matt Duchesne. Drives wide. Cuts into the middle. Tries to jam one home. And that will be stopped by Blackwood. Hintz lines in on McKinnon. Hintz wins a big draw. Here's Heiskanen tipped in front by Hintz, and it's stuck to Blackwood.
Great face-off win there by Hintz.
Another big win by Hintz. Heiskanen to Myers. Loads one up, tipped, and it just went wide. Hintz is on it. Holds the puck for Dallas. He's got Duchesne with him across to Ben. Here's Heiskanen, who scores! Miro Heiskanen ties the game at 2. It's his second postseason goal, and it's a massive one here for the Stars.
Say what you want, it's all about the face-off and the puck retrieval. Great win by Hintz. Another shot from the point, tipped in front. It's Duchesne and Hintz down and low, getting that puck up high, and it's Miro Heiskanen, who has had the hardest shot in the postseason at 104. He has now just set a new record in this postseason for 104.3.
Unbelievable. Breaking records that you set. Great work there for the Dallas Stars, Miro Heiskanen. His 3rd point of the series, his 2nd goal of the series. 1:28 left in this hockey game. We are all squared up at 2.
We're in for a finish.
Brindley tries to fire one in as the Abs try to bounce back from a heartbreaking, gut-wrenching goal, but here's a breakaway. Wilpe hits in! What a stop by Blackwood!
Did you stack the pads?
Here's another pass to Hintz, and this one goes wide. Hintz tries to kick it down low. Duchesne ran into the net, gave Kulak an opportunity. Here's Jamie Benn to Heiskanen, across to Myers, and a good save there by Blackwood. Benn, Hintz, ran over the puck. Heiskanen chips it back deep. Good shift here by the Hintz line. They turn the puck over. Hintz to Ben, and it was almost villain number 1. Down to 20 seconds to go. Duchesne to Heiskanen. Fires a wrist shot, tipped in front. Duchesne with the puck. Jamie Ben off a rebound. Ben trying to slide it home. The puck is loose at the side of the net. It's Manson who will play it out over to Lehkonen. He can't get it deep, but that will wind time down as the Colorado Avalanche hold on and get the whistle as we have overtime here in Colorado of Game 4.
Stitch is now streaming on Disney Plus.
Okay, boys.
It's your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
The global phenomenon has finally landed on Disney Plus.
So cute and fluffy. I'm so glad I found you.
Disney's Lilo and Stitch, now streaming on Disney Plus.
Ken doesn't know everything, but he does know if you bundle your flights, cars, hotels, vacation rentals, you can save up to 30%.
Good, horsey. Thanks, voice in the sky.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Blomqvist, Wayne Gretzky. Hoping to chat with Cale Makar in just a little bit. We talked about how well LA played so far in this series, how they played in this game, and they were right in this. You can't make any mistakes against this Colorado team. Even mistakes. Ooh, again, I'm going to stop talking in the middle of the sentence. Because Cale Makar, he's fast on the ice. He's fast over to the interview as well. Cale, congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Wayne Gretzky's here.
Hey, Cale, congratulations not on tonight, but the season you guys have had. It seems like you guys are really concentrating on playing more of a team defense than maybe even anything in the past. You guys have that sense or that feeling in the locker room?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even coming into this season, overall, obviously, we wanted to stress defensive points. And for this series, obviously, LA's been a pretty hot team the past month of the season to be able to make playoffs. And for us, we knew they were going to be a stingy team defensively. So we kind of had to bring our best we knew defensively as well, because obviously they have some great offensive threats. So I think everybody's bought in at the moment, and we just got to continue to elevate the defensive side of our game, because it's only going to get tougher as we go here.
Kel, it's Hank. You played 26 minutes. I never saw you tired once. You don't really look tired now. Do you ever get tired?
Yeah, of course. I mean, definitely. But, I mean, it's tough. Tonight, obviously, we go down to 5D for a couple times with the PKs, and it's tough. But I think for us, we almost get in a little bit more of a rhythm, quick shifts, and your body starts to feel even better. So kudos to all of us on the back end tonight. I felt like we managed that well.
Kale, it's Biz here. When you were growing up watching a lot of hockey, who did you kind of marvel at when a defenseman was walking the blue line? Like, where did you learn to do it the way that you do it?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people I watched growing up. I think at a young age, Nicholas Lidstrom, just his consistency, and then as I kind of continued to develop, a lot of Drew Doughty, Eric Carlson, kind of my idols there, and then especially when I was choosing the NCAA path, the guy I watched in the finals one year, actually Shane Gothisbehere, one of the first guys I've seen kind of throw jukes and stuff on the ice. So he was a big model for me, kind of going into junior and college there. But all those guys for sure.
Kale, it's Ace. Great game tonight. I'm going to look ahead to Game 4. What do the Avs have to do to try to close out this series?
Yeah, I mean, like most of you guys on the panel know, it's the toughest thing to do to close out a team's season. So, like I said, for us, it's making sure we stay good defensively and not get too ahead of ourselves, because the job's definitely not finished yet. So I think it's just the small intangibles that are going to be key for us going into the fourth game, and see what we can do.
Kale, it's Biz again here. I noticed that Coach Bednar was whispering sweet nothings in your ear after you walked the blue line and scored that beautiful goal when you zipped the top shelf. What does he say to you after you do things like that?
Yeah, he kind of came down to my ear and he said it reminded him of himself back when he played in the East Coast when he was walking. No, I don't know if he even talked to me relevant on what I did there, but it might have been something else.
Oh, that's fantastic. Kale, thanks so much for your time, man. Congratulations, awesome game.
Congrats. Kale. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Oh, we're going to go to it right now, what we were just talking about. We got to get into this. Body Armor, big business. It's Cale Makar. It's the game he had. It's Sweet Whispers in his ear.
No, this is the Body Armor Bednar business. He's saying, hey, baby, we got some big business we need to take care of. We got to close this series out before. Save our energy. I need you walking that line like you always do in the regular season, boy.
Gotta love Cale Makar and the rest of the TNT panel. Thank you, fellas. Overtime. Ready to go here in Colorado. Game 4. Dallas and Colorado. Pick your winners. Get them in now because the game is underway. Here comes Tyler Myers. Turns it away. Holds the blue offside, and that's because of his long stick. This overtime period brought to you by Wendy's. Where's the beef? Wyatt Johnson and Nathan McKinnon have been going back and forth all series long in that faceoff dot. It's McKinnon on the win this time. Now he's got the puck. He's got 2 goals in this game. Pasting it. Right now, the big guy for the Dallas Stars to tie this game. Great puck work off the wall. Plays up over to Tyler Myers. That was Jason Robertson off the wall. Now he trips up Taves. Power play Colorado here in overtime.
This is one where, I was going to say, if you're Dallas, you just want to have a little word. It is a trip. It is a trip. But you just want to have a little bit of a word to the coaching, to the referee, and the official. It is a penalty, but you never know.
Colorado's Nathan McKinnon scored on the power play in the third period to give them that 2-1 lead. Well, their second unit starts on the ice here in overtime. Lecking it across, and that's broken up there by Harley. This Colorado Avalanche power play brought to you by Discover, the official credit card of the National Hockey League. They try to penetrate the zone, and Harley will send it down the ice for Dallas. Bob, a power play in overtime of a game in this series that you have to pretty much win, or else you go down, your season's on the line. How important is that?
It's so important. It's one of those ones where If Colorado doesn't score, now Dallas has all the momentum in this overtime period, and it's probably Colorado who gripped the sticks a bit tighter.
And now here comes Nelson on the second unit, tries to play it in front. And a good block there by Lundqvist again, and he will send it up the wall. Steele will play it over to Lindell, who fires one down the ice. Kulak, hit there by Bastian. Nelson is now on the puck for Colorado. Plays it up the wall, a shot, steered aside there by Dallas again. Michael Bunting now on it. Bunting tries to chip it back, and the Stars will kill off some crucial time by just playing pitch and catch. Lindell. I mean, he gained the red line, he didn't have to, and now Bastian gets it back.
What a kill from Dallas. This is just so smart from the Stars.
Bastian now sends this one down. Great work there by Bastian as he needed a change, so he fired one down the ice that he knew Robertson was going to get. Waugh chips it behind the cage. Lyubushkin overskated the puck. Kelly hit there by Harley. Puck gets played out, and now here's Johnson trying to feed Duchesne as he was off to the races, but Brent Burns was back for Colorado. Now a turnover. Here's Duchesne working his way around. Burns a backhand shot, save, and the puck is loose. Johnson back up top to Lyubushkin. Harley and Lyubushkin out on the ice for Dallas. Duchesne trying to feed it across to Lyubushkin, but it hit Harley's skate. Good work here. Dallas has got the big boys out on the ice. Lyubushkin, Duchesne across. Here's Randon with a shot to hit a body. Stars are changing. Waugh comes in with the puck. Great work there by Duchesne, and now here comes Rantanen. Back to the attack. Feeds it across the wire. Johnson, what a move. Stays on the loose puck. Brings it down low to Duchesne. He's got Rantanen there with them. Good work here by Dallas as they keep the puck alive. Here's good shot there by Myers. Stopped by Blackwood as he will hold on with 10:28 to go in the first overtime period. Crowd trying to get their team in it. Wyatt Johnson was elected to stay out and take that face-off at the tail end of his shift. Most likely coming off here in a little bit as Mikko Rantanen now has the puck. Creates some space by gaining the zone, and now a little slide into the corner. Wyatt Johnson remains out on the ice, but he's slow to the forecheck. Big hit there by Myers. This could cost Dallas. Here's a pass out in front. What a save, Jake Onger. Holy Mackinac, game saver on Nathan McKinnon. Myers has the puck, feeds it down in front. Heiskanen is there. Now Dallas has possession. Seguin with a shot. Myers, the big body out in front, and he couldn't get the puck on net. O'Connor gets around Bastian, but can't get around Myers. Tipped in front, and it's stopped there by Ottinger.
Throw it to the net, anything can happen. And that's what both of these teams are doing right now.
Seguin plays up over to Lindell. He's around the D. Lindell in! Save there! And it's behind Blackwood. We will get a stoppage and a scrape of ice as this overtime will continue. What a overtime period. As the Colorado Avalanche has 26 shots on goal. The Dallas Stars have 25, and that was one of the Stars' best chances on net. We're ready to go. Face-off won there by the Stars. Lundqvist plays over to Seguin. He was actually looking for the one-timer, just couldn't clutch. Lundqvist pumps the brakes, feeds it on to Lindell, walks the line, fires a shot. It got through, but it got deflected into the corner after the save. Now a turnover. Here's Michael Bunting in! High on Blackwood, and he makes the stop.
Crucial turnover there for Colorado, and now maybe the altitude's getting to their brain.
This series has been a battle. And now they have overtime in Game 4. Here's a lead feed pass. Radek Vasquez got a goal tonight's contest. What a save by Blackwood. Both goaltenders have made really good stops here in the first overtime period. Ernie has the puck. Plays it up to Fasca. Now it's along the ice here to Sam Steele. Bravado will chip it in for Colorado. Labushkin onto the stick here of Earn. Earn plays it to Steele. He breaks to the knee, backdoor, and Fasca couldn't get there. What a chance that was for Dallas's Radek Fasca line in overtime. Thomas Harley now has the puck for Dallas. Last minute of play here in the overtime period. Duchesne holds. Waits for reinforcements. Duchesne to Heiskanen. Tied the game up and now he wins it! Miro Heiskanen has got the goal for the Dallas Stars. That gives them a 3-1 series lead, and they are heading back home with Colorado's backs against the wall. What a goal for Miro Heiskanen. A beautiful goal by Miro Heiskanen. Nice little play by Duchesne to stop up, wait for reinforcements, and it's Miro Heiskanen. Not as hard as his first one. Only 97 miles per hour, but lots of traffic in front of Blackwood. Look at Ben. Right in front, brings two abs with him, and that's a bullet from Miro Heiskanen. Doesn't go unnoticed that Jake Onger made multiple stops in that overtime period, including this one right. Oh, sorry, that was the goal. Including a couple of saves in the overtime period that kept the Dallas Stars in this contest. But another overtime ending in the first period of overtime, down to the final minute of play. Matt Duchesne pumps the brakes, holds on, gives it to Miro Heiskanen, who doubles down and gives the Dallas Stars a 3-1 series lead. One more game to go here tonight on the network. Anaheim and Vegas take each other on in Game 4 in Anaheim. Stay tuned. James Savelski and Charlotte Pounder have the call for you and that game next.